Hello everybody, this is pt.6 and welcome back to some more Miles Edgeworth Ace Attorney Investigations, Turnabout, Reminiscence. In the previous episode, Gumshoe got accused of being the murderer, and we are now facing off against Miss Yew in a battle of wits. So, if you like what you see, leave a like down below, comment if you have anything to say. Subscribe to me if you haven't already, and share with your friends so they can join in on this investigation. Now, let's get going. There's no motive out there there's no one out there with a motive to kill both Mr. Faraday and Mr. Rell. All you really have to do is establish that someone had a grudge against one of the two men. Mr. Rell, who happened to be there, became a witness to Mr. Faraday's murder. Therefore, he was killed out of necessity and was set up to look like they had killed each other. What if that's really true? Is there really no one out there with a grudge against both men? Just take another hard look at the evidence for this morning's case. The second KGH incident, as people are calling it now, involved an embassy staff member, and the two men who both wound up as suspects in the case. Is there someone else I'm overlooking who is somehow related to them? There's no one out there with a motive to kill both Mr. Faraday and Mr. Rell. Hold it! So there's no one else who might have a grudge against both Mr. Faraday and Mr. Rell? I suppose no one is a bit of a stretch, but I'm pretty sure no one like that was here in the courtroom to his house today. She's lying through her teeth. Just saw someone like that here earlier. Besides, you don't need to prove that the killer had a grudge against both men. All you really have to do is establish that someone had a grudge against one of the two men. Hold it! Someone with a grudge against one of the two men. In that case, aren't there plenty of other people who fit the bill? Sure. After all, who doesn't garner scorn from another simply being alive? But the only one who held a grudge and acted upon it by killing was Mr. Detective Gumshoe. Ugh. Furthermore, Mr. Rell, who happened to be there, became a witness to Mr. Faraday's murder. Hold it! So you're saying that she was basically silenced? Aren't you glad you managed to avoid the same fate, Your Honor? Why, if you had been the one to witness the blood-covered detective? What? Detective Gumshoe! You would kill even me? What? I could never do such a thing as terrible as that, Your Honor! There's no need for even a second of deliberation. I will hand my verdict down here. Objection! Your Honor, take a look around. We are not in court right now. It would be greatly appreciated if you would stay here with us in reality. Please forgive me. I know what I do. Ha! And you there, Miss Yew, hurry up and continue with your testimony. If you fail to do so, I will whip you into shape. That's nice. Sounds kind of fun. Actually. Anyway. Detective Gumshoe had to erase the witness, Mr. Rell. Therefore, he was killed out of necessity and set up to look like they had killed each other. Hold it! I didn't do it, pal! No hard feelings, but I don't think we can take the word of a criminal seriously. But I can't even begin to think of ways to set up a crime scene. Suppose you do lack the necessary tactical mind required to do such a thing. What do you have to kick a man when he's down, pal? You shouldn't put yourself down, detective. You're a big boy. I bet you thought it up all by yourself, right? Yeah, that's right. And I worked real hard at it, too. I think this proves one thing about the detective. He has the mental acuity of a worm. I have to admit, her explanation makes sense. However, there's also something she's overlooked in her testimony. I should present that piece of evidence and see if I can make her see the truth. There's no one out there with the motive to kill Mr. Faraday, both Mr. Faraday and Mr. Ralph. Objection! Miss Yew, I believe there is someone you overlooked in making your statement. Or rather, is it because you'd rather not bring this person up? What do you mean? We are looking for someone with reason to kill both Miss Faraday and Mr. Rell. I can think of at least one person that fits the bill. He was the suspect in the original KG8 incident. Oh yes, confess the truth! And a member of the Cadopian Embassy staff, Mr. Manny Cochin. That's right. The rare man who came to visit you earlier out in the hallway. The man who killed a member of the Cadopian Embassy staff, Mr. Rell. And the man who was the lead prosecutor of the KG8 incident, Mr. Faraday. Are you telling me that Mr. Cochin had no reason at all to kill both of these men? Well, I suppose he might have a reason or two. You coming for me, pal? Maybe you're not such a bad guy after all. Don't get ahead of yourself. You're still a suspect, make no mistake about that. The perfect evidence, the perfect testimony. These are the only things I wish to hold. But I didn't do it! You will stay under my authority and go investigate Mr. Manny Cochin for me. And remember, I will not be very forgiving should any of this leak out. You want to investigate Cochin? You'd just be wasting your time. Why is that? Cochin was up in the viewing gallery watching the trial, or so I was told. Every cop in this place has been keeping an eye on this guy since he arrived. Since the only real suspect we still have is still Detective Gumshoe. I suppose so. No way! Come on, Detective Bad! You gotta believe me, sir! I was really in that hallway the whole time, sir! I never took a single step into this room, sir! Okay, are you saying that there was someone else who passed through the hallway? No, there was no one else, sir. Then why should I believe you didn't do it? Such as one incredibly foolish detective, standing right in front of a crime scene all by himself. It's as good as a confession of guilt. I have to admit, it's a bit strange. Most criminals would fabricate some sort of lie to escape their crimes. And if that detective really wanted to prove that he is innocent, you think he would at the very least offer up a "I spaced out on while I was duty" or something like that. Come on, Gumshoe. Time for your interrogation. Detective Bad? How's Edgeworth? I will go on ahead and report this to Papa. And that, as they say, is that, right everyone? Well, I suppose we should both be getting back to our real jobs now, huh? Before we do, Miss Yew, there is something I'd like to speak with you about. What is it? So, what did you want to ask me about? The current case of the murdered Cadopian Embassy staff member. I've heard that people have begun calling it the second KG8 incident. Only amongst you law enforcement types. And what about it? I'd like for you to tell me everything you know about the original KGH incident. I'm afraid I can't help you. I don't know anything beyond what was reported in the papers. No, I believe you know much more, since you are directly tied to the KGH incident. I'd appreciate it if you'd stop with the false accusations. Baseless outbursts are useless both inside and outside the courtroom, don't you know? I do, but I also know that I do have a leg to stand on here. Think you can stop making that ultra-serious face in front of me? If you could please stop laughing for just 1 second. I'm not going to make any headway like this. I'm just going to have to show her exactly how related to the KGH incident she is. Victim, Miss Yew. Miss Yew, I believe that I have proof of your connection to the KGH incident. That file is your proof. Very well then. Why don't you tell me exactly how I'm related to the KGH incident? You're the victim. Your connection to the KGH incident is through the victim. The victim's name is Yew. You will note that she has the same last name as you. Can you really still tell me with a straight face that you are not related to the case? Sorry, but we're not related. What? Just kidding. You asked that question with such a serious look on your face that I couldn't help but Miss Yew, I ask that you please tell me the truth. Alright, I'll tell you everything I know. Whoops. Why did Mr. Cochin want to meet with you earlier? Actually, he came to watch the trial. Apparently he only found out that I was the defense lawyer on this case after he'd arrived. He'd figure he'd say hi and one other thing. It looks like you couldn't resolve anything this time either. Too bad. What's that supposed to be? Oh boy, stop it with the scary face already. I'm really fine, really. I give him a good slap across the face. The way she talks about slapping him as she laughs is kinda creepy. But it's just as Mr. Bad said. He's not related to the double murder. I asked around, and people in the gallery claim he was in his seat the entire time. Talk about cruel fate. As you guessed, the one who reported the smuggling activities of the Amano group was my sister, Yew, as I thought. And she was killed right before she was to testify at the impending trial by Manny Cochin. But because he was tried once and was acquitted, he gets to live out the rest of his cushy life completely carefree. Because of a lack of evidence. No, I heard that the evidence to convict him did exist. What? I heard it from Mr. Faraday himself after Mr. Cochin's trial was over. Apparently, a man in black made off with most of the important piece of evidence. Then the evidence had been tampered with. Isn't it just like a criminal to do something like that? smuggling ring being run out of the Amana group by one of its secretaries. They bailed Mr. Cochin out. Turns out, they were in league with each other all along. How big was that smuggling ring? Was it a large operation? I don't really know. Which is why I wanted to become the lead defense on this case that people are calling the second KG incident. But I haven't learned anything new at all. I was probably expecting too much, I know. You mean, you think this case had nothing to do with the smuggling ring? I don't know what to think. Well, this is about all I know. Sorry. Guess I wasn't much help, huh? It's not true. I'm sorry I made you recall such painful time in your life. Edgeworth, you really are too serious for your own good. You really need to learn to relax. We wouldn't want you to die of stress, would we? Thank you for the advice, but there's no need to worry. I work in my own way, and I will catch this criminal in my own way as well, you'll see. Look at you with your game face on, ready to go. I'm making no such face. Did you know? Laughter is the best medicine, Edgeworth. Don't you get tired of making such serious faces all the time. I'm charged with making sure that all criminals of this world are found guilty. I have no need for laughter. There you go, making that face again. Oh well. I've gotta get going. I still have a few loose ends that I need to tie up. KG incident and this murder investigation. It's my belief that these two cases are related to each other somehow. Plus, that Detective Gumshoe. It's obvious he's lying, even though the lie is hurting his chances. Clearly, this case is far from over. But whether or not that detective is the murderer can only be determined once I've completed my perfect investigation. Mr. Von Karma, I swear to uphold your name, or my name is Miles Edgeworth. Okay. We're gonna end it off here. In the next episode of Miles Edgeworth Ace Attorney Investigations Turnabout Reminiscence, we are going to begin the investigation of the rest of the courtroom to find out what we can and see if Gumshoe is actually the murderer. I will see you guys later.